Hey friends, thanks for joining me, Emily at Art with Albright. In this lesson, we're going to draw an emoji. The emoji just looks like this on your phone, okay, without all the food. But I drew this in class, I think it was last week, and I always refer to shapes when we're drawing as food, so my students challenged me to just draw more food. So there you have it. I threw a bunch of food that we've drawn in the past, or I enjoy, all around the kitty cat. So let's get started with our Pusheen. We're going to draw him or her. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. I'm still learning. We're going to draw them together. So think about the placement on the page. My paper is horizontal or landscape, depending on what you want to call it. Also, I'm going to use 3 fingers at the top to make my Pusheen. And the shape of my Pusheen we're going to do together. And as we draw, we're going to put in the detail because there's so much going on with this little creature, and I don't want you to miss any part, okay? So right in the middle, closer to the top than the bottom, I'm going to start by putting a dot on the right and a dot on the left. Do you see my 2 dots? Okay, do you see where I'm placing those? Right in the middle. Now what I want you to do is draw as light as you can a line down both of your dots where the lines are going away from each other, okay? Don't go straight down. See, straight down? Pshoom. Don't go straight down. I angle it out just a little, okay? Where the cat has his ears going up here, and then he's going to come wide out the bottom. So once you have that, we're going to go up the top, and we're going to create a triangle without putting the bottom on the triangle. Got that so far? Everybody with me? Now, this dot on the right, we're going to do the same thing. Go up and then angle it down, hoping they're about the same size, right? Then, let's see here. We need to join them together. Do we go straight across? No, no, no. Don't go straight across. Let's curve up and then back down. I didn't make a giant curve, just a little bit of an arch going over. So far, so good. Now, with this little creature, it has 3 little stripes at the top. I'm going to use the letter U to help me with those shapes. So I'm going to put 1 in the middle and 1 on each side. So there you have 3 letter U's. I love this. Now I'm going to shade those in. Just using my pencil, I'm just going to color those in real quickly. Now let's start at that left dot. What you can do is go up, curve around your ear, and come back down. I'm adding the detail. So now I'm adding the dark lines. I'm committing to my art. I don't want to erase it, so I'm drawing dark. I draw light when I want to just get a basic outline, okay? I'm going to clean up my dots right here because I don't want those giant dots to be visible to my friends when I show them my cool kitty cat. So here we go. Once you have that, let's go down from the ear. So touch this part of the ear, come down. Once you come down, real light as you can. Remember, we're just placing our eye right here. So go real light, a real light circle. We're going to do that on both sides, giving 2 eyes, hopefully the same size. Do mine look like the same size? No, one is bigger than the other. That's the hardest part of drawing, is getting the same on those body parts. Okay, I love that. So I'm going to commit to mine. So I'm going to darken those in, draw real dark around them. The reflective dot on this kitty cat is on the right and at the top, so I'm going to put another circle in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and color that in. Go ahead, shade that in really well. Take your time. You can pause me if you need. I'll wait for you. Giving me a thumbs up while you wait. Yeah, love it. Now for eyebrows, we're just going to go up and give a slight angle, a little dash line right there. Very good, very good. This is working out really good. Then he's got some little whiskers out the side, so just curve and press, put those little whiskers out there. Good. Let's see here, the mouth. Let's touch right in between the eyes, right in the middle. Put your pencil right there. Let's curve out toward the left. Touch that middle again. Curve out toward the right. There you go. It's best if you watch me then do it. That way you understand. So you're touching the middle, curving toward the left. Touch the middle, curve toward the right. This mouth is going to be open because there's going to be a spoon in the mouth. This little kitty cat is eating ice cream. How many love ice cream? What is your favorite ice cream? Ooh, that's a good question. Now the sides of the mouth, I'm just going to curve inward, okay? Curve inward. You're adding some depth to this mouth because it is open. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the spoon come out of his mouth at an angle because his paw over here is holding it. So add the thickness to the spoon, making it the same length all the way down as best as you can. I should be drawing real light, right? I should be drawing real light going down this so I can erase if I don't get that line right. Okay, so once you do that, you can curve your spoon into the mouth. Just like that. See, the kitty cat is eating ice cream. Oh, man. Okay, back to our favorite ice cream. What is your favorite ice cream? My favorite ice cream in all the world right now, because you know when I was younger it was different. I love Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream. Holy Toledo, that's so good. Or Breyer's mint chocolate chip ice cream. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're hungry, right? You're saying, stop, I'm hungry. So I'm shading my spoon in, and I'm doing it real light because, you know, spoons are mostly light gray if you're eating at home. If you're eating out, then they're plastic, and they could be color changing or something else, who knows. So the bottom of the mouth, we're just going to curve these lines and then shade inside the mouth darker than that spoon. So that way you see the difference, okay? You don't just see a big black blob in the mouth. Great, great. Now the little paw is holding the spoon. So we're going to do a giant curve. Okay, do a giant curve right there. That's just how easy the paw is on this emoji. So you're going to take your pencil and you're going to curve down the side real light, pulling it in at the bottom. That's not a big difference, is there? It's just a little hint of shape, okay? Be very good with your shape hinting. Your shape hinting, that's so cute. Now I'm going to put my finger right where I want to put my tub of ice cream. I'm going to put a dot on the left and a dot on the right. That's going to help me decide where to place it and how big to make it. Now with our two dots, we're going to do a foreshortened circle. Can you say foreshortened circle? Yes. We're going to curve up one dot, touch down at the other dot. That is a beautiful foreshortened circle. I'm going to just commit to that and darken that in. Beautiful, beautiful foreshortened circle. Love it. Now with that, I'm going to touch the dot on the left and I'm going to come straight down, straight down. Touch the dot on the right, come straight down. Okay, this is just a straight tube of ice cream. At the bottom, what are you going to do? Yes, you're going to curve. Don't go straight on that or you make it look like it's a flat object and not a rounded object. So we're going to curve that around. Let's see here. Let's add the thickness inside. So we're going to just add a little thickness in there. So add another curved line. Remember, this is open, so there's no lid on here. We are going to add some detail to the front to show that it is ice cream. So let's put a little curved line at the top and a curved line at the bottom. Then you decide what you want it to look like. I'm going to make mine just like the emoji. So I'm going to put an arch right here and then two lines down and make the banner. So here's another arch and I connect it with the two lines. Now on the emoji it says ice cream. So I'm going to spell ICECREAM. A-M. There we go. Ice cream. Love it. That is super, super cute. Now on the ice cream thing, they have an ice cream cone. So I'm going to lightly put a circle right here. Put a light circle and then 2 lines coming down angled toward each other at the bottom. Does that make sense? Angled toward each other at the bottom. Now to put the detail on, I'm going to erase a little bit at the top because they have a cherry on there. So put another circle on the circle. Okay, you got that part. Now I'm going to darken that in by putting a stem and then a circle. Good. That is so teeny tiny. Now for the ice cream scoop, when you come down to the cone, instead of touching the cone, just make some droopy lines. Okay, make it look like it's melting and it has more texture to it. And then you can decorate your what is that thing called? An ice cream cone. The cone down here. You want to decorate that. Okay, so far so good. Love it. So take your time on that. Do the best you can. Think about how cool that will be when your friends see this. Now for the little hand or paw over here. You've got one here. Let's put one coming down, touching and holding on to the ice cream carton. You got that part? Now inside here, I'm sorry, we're just going to have to add some 3D effect to it because I know it's an emoji but this is me. So we're going to shade down the left side because it's opposite the light source and pull it around. What you can do is use your finger, blend it a little, blend it in. You see how it softened it up just a little bit? That makes me happy. Okay, cool. So now at the bottom down here, right at this edge, what I want to do is erase some of this because I think I went too long. I'm going to pull it out, put a giant letter C here. See how I did that? Put a giant letter C. Then make sure that body touches the C. That's his little foot sticking out. Okay, it's tucked behind that tub of ice cream right there. Okay, great. Now let's put another foot over here touching this side. So we're going to do a giant letter C. Do you see how that's a letter C? See the C right there? Ding, ding. But I'm making it a little bit longer. That's helping me get my body parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got all 4 paws. So let's take this side of the body on the right and we're going to curve it down. We're going to bring it in and watch what I'm going to do. At the very bottom, I'm going to pull it out toward that foot and I'm going to curve it back in and bring it up. There we have the tail. Is that excellent? That was a little bit of a challenge to try to get the angle to touch the right area. So take your time, go real light. If you've already got it done, excellent. If you haven't, take your time, please. This is your drawing. You want to do a really good job. Now for the tail stripes, he's got 3 stripes. So I'm going to curve one line at the very tip and I'm going to color that in. Real nice, real beautiful. And then I'm going to skip a space and draw another curve with another curve. So that'll create another stripe right there. Good, good, good. Excellent. Okay, now let's do one more. Curve and color that in. Good job. You're doing so well. This is so much fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now for the last part of this kitty cat, he's got 2 stripes or patches on the back. So let's do a giant letter C on this side. Actually 2 giant letter C's. Let's make sure they're the same size. I tend to not make them the same size just for fun. Because if they're the same size, then, oh, it's too perfect. I want it a little bit off. There we go. Yay! Once you learn how to do this, you can draw all kinds of emojis. At the top, we're going to draw a nice heart. So I did a big, I think of it as a big backward letter C. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Big letter C on this side. You just pull the lines down longer is all. And then let's put a reflective spot on there. and then color that in. You didn't know this was going to be that easy. You had no idea. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I drew this with my live class in Houston. We were in Katy, Texas, and Cypress, and I believe we've done it on my virtual classes. So you need to find those classes on my artwithalbright.com website. Are you ready to draw some more food on this? If you are happy with this, you can be finished. If not, we can go and add some more. I'm going to add an anchor shadow only because I love to add my 3D effect to everything, okay? So I'm going to add an anchor shadow, and I heard a few of you just shout out that we need a horizon line. So let's give our eye a reference to where this little creature is on our page, and then I'm just going to take my stomp and blend that anchor shadow. You don't need to have a stomp for this class, but if you do, grab it. And I'm just going to go through and soften up some of my lines that I'm drawing all over this and get it really cool. Now you can add all kinds of food. Let me show you a real quick donut. Now a donut is a smushed circle. It's not a foreshortened circle, but it's like it looks like a potato. For real, you know me. We have everything labeled as food, right? So once you have a potato, look in the middle and give it a smile. Okay, just a little smile. And then look at the very middle, and then you're going to give it a curve right inside there. So when you look down it, that is the hole in the donut. Cool. You didn't think it was that easy. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on one side, pull the icing out, and wrinkle it all down the side of the donut. Do you see how I did that? And to give it depth, I'm going to go in between each little wrinkle here and shade that in. That's going to create some more depth. I'm going to get rid of this extra line over here. Okay, but to finish it, let's start inside this curve, right where you had the smile. Give it some wrinkles inside there. You see how I did that? That is cool. Now it looks really 3D. You should do this in a large, on a larger art scale, right? So there you have one donut. Do you want sprinkles on it? I love those chocolate sprinkles. Those chocolate sprinkles are so cool. My daughter loves the rainbow, but I love the chocolate ones. Then to give it some more 3D, you want to add a little anchor shadow. Give it a little shadow to hook it to the ground, and a little shadow on the left side. Oh, you guys know, you're so cool. There you go. Now let's add a cup. Let's add a drink, because you know you have to wash all this down with something, right? So let's go above the donut. I'm going to add 2 dots to show how wide it is. This is going to be my foreshortened circle. Go ahead with the foreshortened circle. Excellent. Now the lid needs to be pulled down on both sides. So pull little lines down on both sides and then curve that. Good. So then we want some detail. So add the little dash lines around it so it has that rim. Then for the straw, let's see here. I want my straw to come out and curve. We want a bendy straw. Let's erase this little area on the lid behind it. Do you see how I erased that little area? That's a little detail you got to think about. So now I'm going to add another layer on the side. And at the end, we're going to add a teeny tiny foreshortened circle. Oh my goodness, that's so teeny tiny. Wow. Now how to add it to the lid? We're going to curve down here. Droop it down. That's going to create the illusion it's a rounded object. And for the bendy part of the straw, I'm going to add curves. Okay, just add your little contour lines around that straw. Do you see how cool that is? Now for the body of the drink. Just like we did on this, how we pointed the lines outward, we're going to start at the edge of the lid and we're going to pull it in. Okay, pull the line in. The cup is getting smaller as it goes down, but not too quickly, okay? Don't go too quickly. And we can't see the bottom because this big old donut in front of it. So here we go. We're going to add some detail with some curved lines around it. You can add your own logos or whatever. I'm just going to add some generic lines to it, nothing major. And then of course add some shading because that's what we love to do, right? We love to add detail. So there you have it. You can add all kinds of food. You can add all kinds of detail. I'm going to sign my art because I want everybody to know I love drawing and I'm proud of my work. I would love to see your work. I'd love to know what you want to draw. So join me on Art with Albright, Facebook and Instagram. And thanks for drawing with me, friends. Until next time, keep drawing.